Yeah, but this is not what great fighters would be doing. Especially you get a guy you can hit with a right hand anytime you want to. And you would be running from him no way in the world. You would sit down and knock him on out. If you're great.
Mayweather may be saying, hey, it's unfair of you to ask me to sit down and knock out a man who outweighs me 13 pounds tonight.
You look at what happened when Robinson fought Lamana. Big weight disparity there. They just didn't have the day of the fight weigh-in. But it was ugly. They did on it.
Of a year for Carlos Baldomir teeters to an unhappy end. Baldomir's glorious win over Zab Judah in New York and his stirring KO of Arturo Gatti in Atlantic City gave him the chance to make a fight against Floyd Mayweather, as Mayweather is choosing opponents while biding his time, hoping that he's going to get a big fight against Oscar De La Hoya. You wonder what De La Hoya thinks of what he's seen tonight, and whether Mayweather's application is still active. Baldomir had one of his best moments of the fight as he finally pinned Mayweather in the corner, and Mayweather grinned at him. A mixed response from the crowd after a whitewash domination of Baldomir by Mayweather.
Somebody once said there is no room for perfection in boxing.
You mean you think it won't sell? Perfection to me is a one-punch knockout, but this was another brilliant display of Mayweather's skill level, his edge over everybody else in the sport, it seems. It seems possible that Floyd Mayweather damaged his right hand at some point in the fight. The key evidence would be the way that he dominated the last few rounds with his left hook without throwing many rights. Normally his money punch is the straight right hand. Look at that. Harold Letterman found a round to give to Carlos Baldomir. Baldomir won the 12th. Congratulations from everyone to Carlos Baldomir on having gotten here. The decision is, of course, a foregone conclusion. And let's hear what Michael Buffer has to say about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Mandalay Bay Resort Casino of Las Vegas, we go to the judges' scorecards. John Keane, 120, 108. Chuck Jampa, 120, 108. Paul Smith, 118, 110. All to the winner by unanimous decision. New welterweight champion of the world, still pound for pound the best in the world, Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather.
And let's take a look at a statistical profile of the wipeout. Mayweather landing 120 more total punches, throwing 212 fewer punches, landing at a 43% connect rate. Not trying to knock Baldomir out, doing enough to win every round, not taking any real chances in the fight. Power shots, Baldomir landing 67 out of 562. 12%. That is a miserable performance. Demonstrates the tremendous disparity in speed. Mayweather landed more than half his power punches. Let's go to Larry Merchant with the winner and now the welterweight champion of the world, Floyd Mayweather.
Thank you, Jim. Congratulations, Floyd. First, thought we heard you say you hurt your right hand. Did you, and when did you?
Yes, I hurt my right hand in the middle of the fight, but first I want to thank God for the victory, for pulling me through it. I hurt my right hand, you know, probably in the 6th round. I'm really not sure what round it was.
Do you think it's broken, or is this just a strain, the kind of thing you've had in the past?
Well, this is not a pain that I felt in the past. You know, my hand's been broken before in different spots, you know, but I pulled through it. You know, my team rooted me on, my fans rooted me on, and I just went out there and put on a boxing clinic.
Was this as easy as you anticipated?
Well, you know, I feel that down the stretch I would have got the knockout. I would have made him surrender, you know, wave the white flag. But he fought his heart out, I fought my heart out, and we put on a pleasing performance tonight.
You've often talked about boxing as entertainment. You came to the ring as a
gladiator.
A gladiator. But do you think this was particularly entertaining? I mean, there were people booing, there were people leaving after the 10th and 11th round. And since you've brought the subject up, I want your response.
Well, you know, you always give me a hard time. You don't ever give me the credit I really deserve.
You got a shutout. You got a shutout. We all give you credit for that.
Yeah, but I appreciate it. But you'll never give me the credit I really deserve. I mean, you're good at commentating, so stick to commentating. Let me do the fighting. I'm the best at what I do. That's why with HBO. HBO is my family. HBO is my home. And like I said before, you can learn boxing, cutting my cap. You can learn boxing from Pretty Boy Floyd. You're just a commentator. Stick to commentating.
Well, that's exactly what I'm doing, and I'm asking you the question.
You know, it's more like this. Don't always be a critic and be so negative. Let's be positive. I got the victory tonight under any circumstance. So all you can do is respect me for that. Every time a fighter come out there, I know you keep your fingers crossed.
We do.
You hoping and wishing that a fighter can beat me.
No.
I'm the king of the throne, and Floyd Mayweather is here to stay. I can win under any circumstances. You always talk. Let me do the talking.
Everybody wants.
That's what you always do. Let me do the talking.
See you in a good fight.
HBO, I love you. This Pretty Boy Floyd, the best of the best, the creme de la creme. Filthy Rich Records is what it is. I'm the best. I beat fighters under any circumstances. I can pull it through it. Larry Merchant is just a commentator. He don't know nothing about boxing.
Are you looking forward to fighting Oscar De La Hoya? Do you think this fight will get him into the ring with you?
Well, absolutely. Oscar De La Hoya wanted. You know, he know my number. He know how to call me. He know how to get in touch with me. Only thing I'm going to do is keep racking up victories and beating the best. If Oscar De La Hoya said that he wants the best, he want to leave out fighting the best, bring it on. I'll tax that ass too.
Thank you very much. Congratulations again, Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd, the one and only, signing off.
Well, we finally got some drama. So, Emmanuel, do you expect to see the De La Hoya fight next? Or because Floyd, as he says, did what he had to do and did it brilliantly? Or do you expect to see the De La Hoya fight stay on hold because this crowd responded in a mixed fashion?
Well, I think it's a good chance it won't take place. Because first of all, I think the disparity of money there's going to be arguing about who gets the big split and the egos involved, and especially tonight when I don't think Floyd's performance, even though he won the fight, is going to garner him to be considered as a real big super attraction based on his performance, and I think it's going to be problems with money and everything. So
you don't think De La Hoya might have seen something there that could offer a pathway to victory?
He may have, but you know, it's really something I don't like to even get into, but it may happen, it may not. It's a lot of money on the line.
That's the reason why a lot of people think it will happen. Carlos Baldomir's probably already made his money. He stands by with Larry Merchant now.
Carlos, was he just too fast?
Bueno, él era muy rápido, demasiado rápido.
Sí, realmente no lo pude encontrar y cuando lo encontraba me sentía lento y sin fuerza.
Yeah, he was definitely too fast. I couldn't catch him, and when I would catch him, I would feel sluggish and without any strength.
Would you just comment for a few moments on this year for you in boxing and what it has meant to you?
Dinos esto, lo que te ha sucedido a ti este año en el boxeo y qué significa todo lo que has logrado.
Bueno, yo creo que es demasiado para, como siempre dije, por mi edad, a los 35 años. Realmente, cuando gané el título, le gané a un buen boxeador como Judas, después a un guerrero como Gatti, y bueno, este era el más bueno y realmente demostró que es el mejor libra por libra.
Yeah, it's been a great year, and I'm 35 and I accomplished a lot. I beat a good Judah, I beat a Gotti. Now I'm fighting the pound for pound fighter. I've done a lot and accomplished a lot.
Thank you for your great year, Carlos. Jim?
All right, thanks very much. Now stick around. We have a discussion of significant news and an upcoming giant event in the heavyweight division still to come. But right now, let's look ahead to our upcoming boxing shows. Mark your calendars for these. Next Saturday night, World Championship Boxing returns with Baldomir putting his heavyweight title belt on the line against undefeated American Calvin Brock. As I mentioned, there's news in the division. We'll give it to you in a minute. 1 week later on HBO pay-per-view, Manny Pacquiao faces off with Eric Morales for the third time. Each man with a win over the other. They look to settle things once and for all on November 18th. December 2, Twinkie Wright, coming off of his draw with Jermaine Taylor, takes on former welterweight champ Ike Quartey. Also that night, Jeff Lacey returns to action against Vitaly Zipko. And December 9, middleweight champion Jermaine Taylor faces former 154-pound titleist Kasim Uma in Taylor's hometown of Little Rock, Arkansas. For all that and more, log on to HBO.com. Much has been made in recent months of the absence of any American heavyweight title holder. The fact that the 4 titles in the heavyweight division were all being held by fighters from former Soviet republics. The stranglehold is broken tonight in Phoenix. American Shannon Briggs of New York City knocked out Belarus's Sergey Liahovich in the 12th round and took Liahovich's heavyweight title belt. So once again, there is an American with a title belt. Admittedly, it is not the premier title belt in the division. If there